What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Highline Prestige. Something crazy's happened. I recently had somebody a little bit shorter than me drive my car, and they had to move the seat up, in which they found this cigar in a tubo of a Cusano. And the crazy thing about this cigar is that this cigar, I got it probably it was the first time I had met the Davidoff rep back when I was inquiring about trying to get an account with the cigar lounge that I was managing at the time. Let's see, I got my Davidoff account humidor back in 2023, towards the end of 2023, I believe. So 2020, maybe 2021, 2022, somewhere around there is when the rep gave me this cigar. I must have started smoking it at some point and then didn't have enough time and put it in a tubo, to save it for later, in which I forgot totally about it. And here we are today with this Camacho Equador. I still remember, though, when the rep showed up, and I was hoping for some like Davidoff samples or something, and he pulled out the Camacho, and I was just like, damn. I thought if you're trying to get an account with them, I thought they're at least going to give you a sample of some of their cigars, but no. I mean, Camacho is technically owned by Davidoff, so in a way it's sort of their cigars, but I was hoping for like a real Davidoff, sitting down with a real Davidoff rep, and let's talk about making that account. At the end of the day, anytime somebody gives you a free cigar, it's a damn good day. So when he gave me this, the first thing that caught my eye was the color of the Camacho label. And at that time, I have never tried the Ecuador, which is what this is. This is the Camacho Ecuador. It's topped with a Ecuadorian Habano wrapper leaf, and it has a Brazilian binder and a blend of long fillers from Honduras and the Dominican Republic. So it makes this smoke to be quite on the rich side of things. I mean, they're probably going to say it's like going to be medium body, somewhere around there. But the profile seems to be a little bit closer to that full side, just because of how rich the flavor notes are. It kind of hits your palate with a little bit more bang than, say, like a regular cedar spice, medium body smoke, like I don't know, like a Fuente or something. They're quite, when they say mild, it's usually on the mild side. But this has got that extra punch to it, but it's not going to be too strong. The first initial flavors, you get that pepper, you get a little bit of spice, and you do get some floral notes as well. And it happened at the right time, because I ran out of cigars in the car, and I actually have a box of Davidoffs, cigarillos. Those ones were, well, I'll actually just show it to you right here. So they weren't exactly a full box, like a big box of Davidoffs, but they are the Demi Tesse. Now, these things have since now, at least for a couple years now, they have been discontinued. The crazy thing about this one, though, is that these are aged like hell. I mean, that is just, they're yellow. The cellophane is yellow, and it's crazy. But I've been kind of not sure whether to smoke it or not, because unfortunately they do have that like wet moisture scent to it, which means they were probably in a humidor that wasn't that good, or they were near water and they got some water damage, which means they could have some mold in it, which means you should not smoke it. But knowing me, Davidoff channel, I don't know. All right, guys, this is how far we have made it to the cigar. We're losing a little bit of daylight as well. And some things to note. This thing is definitely a full taste, full flavor smoke. I mean, when I had to relight this thing, my palate got hit with a bunch of black pepper and spice. And you get that like little citrus notes. I almost think of it as like a concentrated cedar, which for me sometimes becomes to be a little bit more on the citrusy side. So I don't know if that's just citrus or it's from that, but that's what I'm getting. And this thing, when you can finally get it lit up and going, it makes a somewhat decent burn to it. You get a good amount of smoke as well. If you're going to be smoking this thing, I definitely suggest drink something with it. In my mind, I'd say go a little bit on the sweeter side, just to cut that natural black pepper spice full flavor that you get I mean, that's just what I would say. Camacho is pretty consistent. You could go to any shop, always going to get the same type of experience as long as that shop is keeping up with their humidor. That's a massive thing as well. Now, because this cigar is technically aged, it's been aged in my car for quite a bit of time, I'm not noticing anything crazy, anything different from, like, say, the regular Camacho Ecuador series. It's a good smoke if you want that complexity, but you don't want to pay a ridiculous amount of money either. Now, talking prices, this cigar, at least on like Cigar International, you can find a box of 20 for like 180 some dollars, making this cigar to be around like a $9-10 smoke. But depending on what cigar shop you go to and what taxes is like and everything, a lot of people, they see the big band Camacho, and then right away they're going to try to price it out to be like a $12-13 smoke. That's what a lot of shops do. This potentially might be a Churchill size cigar. I don't really know because the cigar was already slightly smoked when I found it. And if that's the case, the Churchill, I believe, is a 7x48, and it feels like a 48, but you know, in the video it looks like it could be a 50 ring gauge. And if it is a 50 ring gauge, then it might have been a 6x50, which would have been the Toro size. Now, in person, it looks a little bit smaller, like that 48 ring gauge on the cap there, but in the video, it does look like a Toro. As you can see, we have lost our daylight, and I just relit this thing. I was doing a little work on the computer. It has a ton of flavor, and it hits you. It hits you. I'm kind of wishing I had some kind of soda or some kind of drink to kind of cut the flavor a little bit. But this is a great cigar. Smoking this, I kind of wish I was able to see Camacho cigars more often. It's something, at least in my neck of the woods, you don't see a lot of shops carry. I hope you enjoy the review. More is going to be showing up this week, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Cheers.